Okay, Dylan, I want you to see this. This is a workout that Nick Swisher, he is the right fielder for the New York Yankees. I want you to watch the energy and I want you to watch his mechanics. Now, this is what you're trying to get to. You're trying to get to this point right here. And now I know he's a switch hitter, but he's batting left-handed. But his mechanics and the energy that he's generating, and he's repeating it time and time after again, time and time again.
And all it is, bro, is I'm just thinking about getting my backside there, and then if it's here, I'm here. If it's here, or I'm here. So it all comes from back here. It's not up here anymore. This don't mean that.
What he's talking about is he's talking about his back hip, the one closest to the catcher. It's just coming around, and his hips are not going towards first base. Yours, you're a lot younger. You're trying to develop. Yours are the same shape. Yours, proportionately, you're the same size. I know the bat's a little bigger, proportionately. But look at the energy, that he's generating. And he loves it. I mean, when you get to the point where you're doing this, obviously for money, and you do this as a job, you got to love it. And you've also got to understand, you've got to mimic much of what he does. Now go back and watch his video and basically just watch his head and see if his head moves during the load, during the swing, and then on the follow through. And then you go back and you look at yours and look at every aspect. Look at his foot. You can look at every joint. You got your ankle, you got your hip, you have your shoulder, you have your elbow and your wrist. Those things I think there's 6 different joints. You can watch each one of them, and then you can watch the ones on the backside. When I go back, that's when you start. That's just like the pitcher going back and reaching back towards second base. And theoretically, and what you're supposed to be doing is, you're supposed to start your load when I go back. And see, right now your heel starts. That's where I look at a kid to see when he's starting his load. When your left heel starts to elevate, when it starts going up, are you loading at the proper time? And you can see it, like when I reach back towards second base, your heel is still down, and now it's starting to come up as I'm coming forward with my hand, and you're going to be late on an inside pitch. But if you watch this video and you go back and you say, man, I was late on every pitch except for the last one, and it's because the last one you started differently. See, there you started the same time. You started exactly the same time. When my hand was almost like coming towards you, then you started your load. If I slowed the ball down, then you could pull it. But if I threw the same speed, you were a little tardy. Still your heel's down, and you're going to be late on an inside pitch. And so your body is trying to compensate for that, and so you don't really even use your legs. Your back heel towards the catcher has got to be going towards the sky. So you got to give yourself a chance to compete here. So now you'll hit this one on time because you started earlier. And you just crushed it. Okay, and so, I mean, those are little things that you've got to, and here's another one, and you're going to be in much better timing. So it matters, and you got your backside around that time too. We went back and looked at that tape. I think I showed you this, and your feet were much more consistent. So there's a lot we can work with. I want you to watch on this right here. I want you to just kind of put your finger right above your head. Moving forward, and then your energy goes backwards. So we've got to correct that. So there's some things that definitely need to work on before we start even thinking about off speed. Because I want you to see that pitch that you took, even though it was a ball. I want to show you a better way to take pitches that will help you. It'll help you in hitting curveballs. All right, man. I will see you next week. Talk to you later.